Hey people, I hope you are having a beautiful day today. Long time no see. I have been doing my own thing with my family for an extended weekend, so I haven't been on here live in a few days, and I'm excited to get on here and connect with you guys and interact on this live stream today. So the topic for the day that I am excited to talk about is filling in the gaps. I was reading a book over the weekend by Deepak Chopra, and he shed a little light and shared a little testimony about this story of a woman who had lost her son. And when she lost him, it had been 15 years down the road in this moment that he was speaking of. And she was saying how she didn't ever feel like she was going to get out of the struggle. She felt stuck. She felt hopeless. She felt like a really big piece of her was always going to be missing. And he shined some light on the subject, and he was saying, sending you a wave. Narendra says, good morning, how are you doing? Hope you're having a beautiful day. Loving all the likes and the love, everyone. I truly do appreciate it. Sending all that positive energy back to you. And he talks about how this woman and her son's identity were tied together to make a whole individual. So when she lost her son, she lost a huge chunk of her identity. She had been relying too much and depending too much on the relationship physically and emotionally and mentally with her son that she was no longer a whole person once he was so abruptly taken away. And when a child, slowly weans himself and goes to live his own life, it's a little more of a smooth transition, and people start to develop some more balanced aspects of themselves slowly but surely. But she lost him so abruptly, and she didn't know what to do about it. She just went in a state of recluse and just pulled back from society and was only comfortable with being alone by herself. She no longer felt comfortable out in the civilization of the world. She could no longer function properly, and she wasn't taking steps to heal and expand. She was staying stuck and stagnant in that place. And Eric says, following. Hassan says, wishing to see you first day of the month. And so when you are struggling in an area of life, especially if you're dependent upon your relationships or you're dependent upon other people in any form, this means that you need to begin to fill in the gaps of life, to start becoming a whole individual, to really live a balanced life. That is the only way to really have that fulfillment and that happiness without being dependent upon anything else that is going on the outside of you. Because when we lose individuals in our lives that we are so intricately attached to, it's important to realize that. It's really important, because it's not a healthy state of being. Not much about the relationship has to change on the outside necessarily, but things have to start to change on the inside. You have to realize that you are worthy and valuable enough as a human being to just be happy with you, yourself. And if you lose your job and it gets ripped out from under you, if you lose a loved one really abruptly, or if your health suddenly just flips the switch and there's something drastic going on in your life, you need to have that center within you that stays stable, and not be so convinced by the outside that things are over, that you'll never be complete, that you'll never be able to heal. You can't get trapped into that cycle. And it's really important to have that realization that you have the power within you. And it's about time to start filling in those gaps that you're struggling in the different areas of your life, whether it's in your finances and career, whether it's in your relationships with your spouse or your children or your parents, whether it's within your health. Whatever it is that it may be, that's how you hone in and really start to pay attention to how you can begin to improve those areas. And one really powerful way to begin changing the areas that you're struggling with is within your mindset. It's within your thoughts. Basically, everything stems from the thoughts that you are having. The feelings that you have surrounding a situation are severely influenced, if not completely controlled, by the thoughts that you are allowing to pass through your mind. So if you're constantly in the mindset that your body is severely unhealthy, that you don't have the ability to get out and do something about it, that you feel like you're doomed and there's no ability for you to change or get better, then that is going to continue to be validated in your life. That is going to continue to be your experience, because the experience that you are having on the outside is a reflection and basically a projected image of what is going on in your inner world. So it's time to start turning inward and start fixing the problem from the inside out. Start appreciating your body. Start appreciating the abilities that you have. Hamza says, hi, Mohammed, sending you a wave. Your name just popped up on there. Thank you for joining the live stream today. Please let me know how you guys are doing below in the comments. I would absolutely love to know. For those of you who are struggling within your relationships, for example, this woman had lost her son so abruptly, and it was tragic and traumatic to her identity because she had been so lenient and dependent upon him for all of these years, which is really common for single mothers or stay-at-home parents. They become so dependent on this image that they are completely encompassed by that relationship, and they are not an individual outside of that, that if something happens abruptly, they're not going to be able to fully function out in the world. It's going to rip something out from inside of you that you feel like you don't have the ability to fix, or you don't have the ability to fill on your own. You're always going to be looking on the outside of you saying, how can I fill this? What relationship can I gain? But in reality, that's only going to stem and grow a unhealthy relationship in that process, because we were always meant to be more than enough for ourselves. We were always meant to be able to fill in our own gaps. We were always meant to be a balanced and whole individual on our own. And when we allow things to get out of whack and out of balance for an extended period of time, it is always going to create problems in our experience. It is always going to create problems in our outer world, because those problems are meant to shake you up and turn you inward and realize that the answers have always been inside of you, that you have always been more than enough to create the solutions that you need in your life. And when you start operating from the inside, and when I say this, getting into a state of meditation for 10 to 20 minutes a day, or just getting in quiet time and journaling and listen to your thoughts and paying attention to the thoughts that you're allowing to pass through your mind, and choosing selectively the ones that you actually want to experience in your life. That's that inner work that I'm talking about. That's that inner world that you are creating from, that you are creating this experience from, that you are literally writing your story. You are the author of your life, but so many people are writing a story by accident, one that they don't want to experience, one that they are allowing others to pick up the pen and write for them, basing it on choosing to believe what others tell you that you should do. But a good way to navigate how to begin to balance out your life is just getting into a consistent state of meditation, a consistent state of quiet time. And there are literally 1,000,001 ways more than that to meditate. So you can do the research and you can really just get into this quiet time. I always like to say that me time is meditation time. There are so many different ways. You can paint, you can write, you can literally just sit and focus on your breath. You can focus on a candle light. Just get into a focused, quiet period of time when there's not so many distractions going on, and start to sort out the desires of your heart. Start to ask yourself, what health goals do I want to pursue? Is there struggle in my finances? Is there struggle in my career? What actions do I want to take based on this? What can I tell myself in this moment? I am more than good enough. I am perfectly made. I am exactly where I'm meant to be. I am worthy of this change. I am in alignment with the goals that I am pursuing. Start feeding yourself this positive talk, and positive feelings will birth from this intentional way of thinking, and you will just naturally begin to get into inspired action, inspired perfect action when you start operating from the desires of our heart. So many of us have been allowing ourselves to be dependent on everything going on the outside that we're not willing to fill in the gaps for ourselves. If you get into a state of writing every single day where you just give yourself permission to write I am, as if you are experiencing exactly what you wanted to be right now based on the desires of your heart. I am a successful entrepreneur. I am financially independent. I am in a healthy relationship. I am so thankful for my body. I am so thankful for my ability to communicate. I am so thankful for my confidence, certainty, and clarity. I am so thankful for the desires of my heart. I am so thankful for my ability to fill in my own gaps. I am so thankful to live out a balanced, healthy life, a balanced, healthy, and successful life. Give yourself permission to start living in that reality in your inner world every single day, consistently, and that will begin to manifest to the outside over a course of a gestational period. It's a little bit different of a timing for everyone, but I can guarantee you that it is perfect timing. Smail sending you a wave. Jalal sending you a wave. Jalal says, yes, you are right. Merwin says, hello, hello. The sun rose again. Absolutely loving this positive energy. Thank you so much, guys. Kalu says, bravo. Loving all this positivity and the love. I'm sending it all back to you. But filling in your own gaps and realizing that you don't need to change anything about yourself and about your circumstances right now to begin promoting change in your life. Get into this positive, small actions. It doesn't have to be anything drastic. It can literally just start with writing those things down when you first wake up in the morning every single day. And I always refer to this on my live stream. Timing is important. Doing this when your mind is in the theta state, when your subconscious is really spongy and really impressionable, it helps to weed out your old programming and start to rewire your brain for the experience that you actually want to have. Jalal is sending the love. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. This is a powerful practice, and it is so simple. And if you're willing to just make this small, simple change every single day, you will notice that little things just start to pop up within you that weren't there before. Something positive, something new. And you're inspired to take the next right step. You start inspiring other people. You start getting healthier. You start getting into connection with new people that are a part of this new high vibration that you are creating for yourself. And the feelings will follow, but if you would like to invite the positive feelings as soon as you create these new thoughts, just bringing a smile to your face and putting your shoulders back, that is a really strong muscle memory where your body instantly just brings this positive feeling within you because your cells inside of you remember what it's like to be happy. And every time you've been really happy, you've been smiling, you've been standing tall. So you trigger those muscles and those cells within you that remember how to be happy. So you can do that within any moment where you are struggling, within any moment that you are inviting more positive thoughts into your life, because those two pillars help to inspire perfect action, and you get into the alignment with the journey that you are meant to be on, the journey of being guided with the desires of your heart. That is where that truth lies within you. So many people ask, like, what is truth? Or they are so strongly attached to one truth that they can't even imagine that there is another truth outside of what they believe. But I'm here to shake that up today. If the belief system that you've had up until this point that has had a lack of balance, a lack of stability, give yourself permission to realize that there are other truths out there. And the truth that you choose to believe is what is going to manifest in your life. That is why so many different people around the world can have completely different truths, and they're all true, because you're going to get that validation and that evidence from what you choose to believe, or what you have allowed yourself to believe up until this point. Amanda, thank you for joining the live stream today. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Please let me know how you're doing in the comments. I would love to know. Mirawan says, I like your lipstick. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I like to give a little pop of color and invites a little more joy and high vibration to my day. This is powerful, and you are worthy of this. You are valuable enough to make these changes in your life. So that is my encouragement to you guys today. Start filling in your gaps. Where are you struggling? Are you struggling in your finances? Are you struggling in your relationships, whatever that relationship may be? Are you struggling within your health, or whatever aspect of life, in your education, in your mentality? Where is your struggle? Start giving that a focus. Just start there, and it will naturally overflow in the different aspects of your life. Even if you just start with one, choose a focus and begin to expand. Because when you're in a state of growth, when you're in a state of expansion, you are literally being one with God. You are being one with the universe. You are being one with your purpose, with your true potential, with that path that was specifically designed for you to be on. You are being one with that as you get into a state of expansion. And you will notice that when you are willing to grow and change in one area of life, you will just love the next right steps that start showing up for you. I love you guys so much. Sending you a wave, Mustafa. Thank you for joining the live stream today. We're getting ready to come to a close. For those of you who have just joined, definitely go back and watch this from beginning to end. And even if the live stream is over, feel free to comment with any questions, any concerns, any encouragements, whatever it is. Interact with each other, and let's literally create a community of high vibe. Let's create a community of change and realize that the power and potential has always been within us, and you have always had the potential to fill in your own gaps and be a whole, complete, balanced, successful, happy human being. I will talk to you all again very soon. Marla, thank you for joining. We're come to a close. Definitely go check out this from beginning to end. It's really powerful stuff. Love you guys so much. Mwah! Until next time, bye.